There he is, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone here for yet another episode of the Legion of Raw. We are back and live. Vince Russo, man. It's been a week and a half since I've been on vacation, and we have met again for today for the first time in a week and a half. And how you feeling, man? It's been a while.
Yeah, no, I miss you, bro, but I'm glad you went on a much-needed vacation. I'm glad you had a great time with your wife. I'm glad Ohio State won on Saturday.
Yes!
So I always keep my eye on the Buckeyes for you, bro. So
yes, indeed.
It seems like you had a real good week, Chris.
Yes, I did not watch any wrestling during vacation, but there's one thing that I did watch. Ohio State football, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. I was in Florida watching Ohio State football, so that's how dedicated of a Ohio State fan I am. So we beat Maryland, and first half was a bit difficult. We played a little rocky and rough, but second half we were able to pull away, and we got Purdue this coming weekend, and so that should be pretty good. So then we got Penn State coming up here soon too.
That's gonna be a tough one.
Team. Yeah,
that's going to be a tough one. Yeah,
it's going to be our toughest one to date. So, I was giving a message that someone sent a super chat last week. So let me get that because I thought it was live. So, hold on, as soon as I get the right message, someone sent me like. Got some higher ups. So it's like, hey, mention this guy because it was Mike Dowling. He sent a super chat. So shout out to Mike Dowling. I don't even know what the super chat was for.
Thank you.
But what was the super chat, Mike? I see that you're on here now with us. So you get a free comment on the screen. You better make the comment good because I'm making money without even streaming. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I do. Scott Smith, $3 super sticker, ladies and gentlemen.
God, I just had Scott on my Twitch, man, from Australia.
Yeah, big supporter with all things Vince Russo and Dr. Chris. So thank you very much. All right, so Mike, what was your here we go. I'll be honest with you, I totally forgot. It's been a long week, man. Love having you guys back though. So
thank you very much.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, Mike. Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much. All right. So we got some things to talk about. So before that, we got another super chat. Pete Patio 199. Vince, when are they going to learn Gable is not over?
You know, bro, I again, every time we start this show, it's like there has to be a disclaimer. So Pete, here goes the disclaimer again. If you are a wrestling mark and you love fake fights, then you will love this show.
Sure.
There's matches out the yin yang, all the matches you want, 15-minute matches, 20-minute matches, all the wrestling you can handle.
Yep.
If you are not a wrestling mark and you are a television viewer, well, you had a great ending of the Braves and the Phillies tonight. Yeah. Then right after that, we got into the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. We got a good game on Monday Night Football that is going down to the wire between you're watching that stuff, bro. You're not watching the wrestling because here's why, guys. Everything with this show is just wrestling. Yeah. They just want to wrestle each other. There isn't one single storyline on this show. I guess, Chris, the closest thing to a storyline is, Drew McIntyre is not going to save the day anymore, and he's just going to. But that's not even a storyline, bro. That is his character.
Yeah.
There isn't one storyline on this show, and match after match after match. And oh my gosh, bro. Like I said, if you're a sports fan, you're not watching this show tonight, bro.
Yeah, and it's it is rinse and repeat, man, with a lot of these things. I'm open to see what they're doing with Drew. It wasn't a cookie cutter heel turn. It wasn't like a slow burn heel turn, which it's good. He's playing more like a black glove Kevin Nash, circa 1995, 96 when he was feuding with Bret Hart. And he turned heel-ish, but he was a babyface to those who were wearing black gloves in the crowd, which was a very interesting concept with Kevin Nash. You worked with Kevin Nash back then. How was it working with Kevin Nash when he was Diesel? And what was the idea? I think it was 94 when he beat Backlund in a house show.
Yeah.
What was the idea?
I mean, bro, I'll never forget, man. Diesel was such a bad, as my friend Scott Smith would say, arse.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will never forget, bro. Once Diesel won the championship, there was Vince McMahon putting him on the cover of the magazine, smiling like a Cheshire cat, trying to make Diesel a babyface. And as soon as he tried to change Kevin, the character died. That guy was not a babyface. He was a bad, what. And, Vince was just trying to mold him into the typical babyface. That did not work for Diesel.
Was Kevin open to being a babyface, or did
he bro, you got to understand, Kevin was just coming over from WCW where he was Oz and Vinny Vegas and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, Sean was the one that suggested Vince bring Diesel in. Kevin wasn't going to rock the boat, bro. This is early on in his career. This is not the Kevin Nash of today.
He didn't have any stroke back then.
Right.
Yeah. What was about Nash that was it look? What is it about? Because Backlund was champion, because he was going against Bret Hart at the time, and they, him and Bret were going back and forth in their feud. What did Vince see in Bob Backlund to make him champ again in '94?
Yeah, bro, that I don't really know, bro, because I was the editor of the magazine.
Sure.
So I really wasn't in the inner circle with those creative decisions. So I really wouldn't know why Vince made that decision.
And Backlund was easy to work with backstage.
Oh, great to work with, bro. I loved working with Backlund, man. He's right up there for me, top 5, no doubt.
Very nice.
God, yeah, top 5.
Wow. Very nice. Hindu squats backstage and all that. Very nice. Yep. It was really interesting because I think it was the Garden. I think it was Madison Square Garden, a house show when Vince McMahon changed the titles. It was just a few seconds.
It was a weekend. It was a very quick match.
Power bomb, kick, power bomb, and over with. And he started cheering, and that was the commencement of his babyface run after being, Shawn Michaels is heavy, at the time. So very interesting concept there. I imagine that people are much more interested in learning and knowing about the backstage stuff of the Attitude Era and times of that.
Yeah, I just did a great show today. If you guys are interested in that, if you go to russosbrand.com, I recorded an Attitude Era show today. I think you guys will really enjoy, because that's always my mindset, to give you some backstage information and things that were happening at the time that you weren't privy to.
Indeed. We have Awesome Sauce, $2 super chat, bro.
Hey, Awesome Sauce. I said it at the beginning of the years, bro. The Blue Jays made me look bad the last 2 years, so I stayed away from them this year. I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is with the Blue Jays. Bro, maybe it's a lack of leadership. They got a lot of young players, but man, they just tend to disappoint every single year, bro.
All right, we got Travis Berg Jr.
Travis Berg! Man, I have not heard from Travis in a while. How have you been, Travis? Man, I don't know when I'm going to go back to the island. I'll probably go back to Brooklyn sooner than Long Island because my daughter's living in Brooklyn, but I do miss the place. I'll tell you that.
Indeed. Very nice. All right, let's get into the card here in Omaha, Nebraska. Not, if I'm not mistaken, that's where Sting was born, right?
I'm not sure about that.
Let's see where Sting was born. Sting was born. He is from Omaha, Nebraska.
Wow, I did not know that, Dr. Chris. Thanks for smarting me. I would have assumed California.
Yep, Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah. Let's go. We got Seth Rollins in-ring promo. He then Drew McIntyre comes out, challenges Rollins to a World Heavyweight Championship match at Crown Jewel. Just like that. Drew says, you know what? You know, people come out and you'll probably get someone who attacks you from behind, but not me. I'm just going to be in your face and challenge you to a match at Crown Jewel. And but that didn't stop Damian Priest from attacking him from behind. You know, Drew McIntyre says, I told you so, and that's what happened. And he tries to cash out his Money in the Bank. The one time he didn't have his contract with him, somehow Dominic is carrying his contract this one time, and it stops him from becoming potentially World Heavyweight Champion, Vince.
Bro, two major flaws with this opening segment. You know, and again, bro, I'm reading online that Triple H is now creative again.
Yeah.
And bro, who knows what they're doing, but whoever is doing this is making awful mistakes. Chris, how many times have I told you, I don't care who the talent is. I don't care if it's top of the card. I don't care if it's opening match. How many times have I told you, you got to protect the talent?
Sure.
Chris, how many times in the last month have we seen Seth Rollins attack from behind?
Oh, every week.
So now I'm assuming the top babyface is just a complete, absolute idiot.
Yeah.
Nakamura attacked him from behind like 2 weeks in a row. This may be the third time in a row that makes the babyface look like an absolute idiot, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, you could have the same effect by just having Rollins turn around, catch him, and then have Priest get the best of him. It's the same thing. And when it's the third time, that's what you got to do. You got to have, Rollins, no, not this time. And here was such another major flaw, bro. They go later on to McDonagh and Drew. Bro, it should have been McDonagh bringing the briefcase down.
Right,
He's trying to get over.
Yeah.
He's trying to get over with a jury duty. He gets kicked by Drew. And then later on, they have a match.
Yeah.
So why on earth was that Dominic Mysterio spot?
Yeah, and why did Damian Priest get so mad at McDonagh over Dominic? If Dominic was the one who unsuccessfully brought the case out.
Unless they made a mistake, bro, unless it was supposed to be McDonagh and something got screwed up in the back, because that made absolutely zero sense.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
We got Joseph Gonzalez with a $4.99 super chat. My friends, welcome back. If Drew loses himself, Seth, where does he go? Where does he even go from there? Okay. Yeah. Where does Drew go if he loses to Seth? Bronson Reed versus Drew McIntyre.
Bro, there's no rhyme or reason for any of the stuff they're doing, bro. Like, man, like I said, I was watching the Attitude Era today, and it was so planned out. There were so many stories. Everything meant something. They're all over the place with this show, bro.
Yeah, and Drew, I'm a Drew guy, man, but it didn't make any sense. They should have just done. See, I don't understand why they don't. You have 3 hours. I don't understand why you don't do things like this. Why didn't you just have a number one contenders battle royal on Raw? Because stuff like that makes the contendership more viable. It makes it more elevated, because next week, why don't someone else just say, hey, you know what? So Drew had you for Crown Jewel. How about what's that after that? Survivor Series? Okay, Seth, since you're a fighting champion, I'll take you at Survivor Series.
No, I mean
why don't you just do that?
that's what they've turned this show into. And anybody can get a title shot anytime they ask.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you just come out and because Seth comes out every week and cuts a promo and people start singing. Okay, well, cut my music. There, cue my music. Here we go. My turn. Just you got to make it make sense. Zubair Talk TV, $20 super chat. They let Edge go to AEW and don't put effort to keep him nor book him every week as he wanted full time. Instead, we get the boring indie jobbers like Gargano, and they rather keep them and book them on TV than people who draw a dime. Well, there you go.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's like who's going where? I swear to God, bro, they're gonna go to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens against Gargano and Ciampa, because it's gonna be a great match. I'm telling you, bro, that's where they're gonna go. And who cares? Who cares? You know, Chris, I got to tell you, I hate to keep going back to the Attitude Era shows that I'm watching, but Vince McMahon was a very prevalent part. Bro, you could tell Vince just cared so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was so into it, bro, and everything he was doing was to get other people over, and he was so invested in it. You look at this show, it's like, who cares?
Because there was more at stake then. You know what I mean? It wasn't a publicly traded organization yet. You know, they still were counting on pay-per-view buys, and they didn't have all this digital influence as far as YouTube and stuff like that. They're making them millions of dollars. As far as, international deals, y'all had a UK deal. Y'all would have like Insurrection and Rebellion, right? And so, y'all had a couple UK events a year every now and then. And so y'all didn't have a lot of international presence at the time as far as just big shows. Y'all would have, house shows there. But now there's an India market that's big. There's a UK market that's big. And so, of course, there's Saudi deal for 10 years. And so they have those deals that they're just making money hand over fist at this point. So because of that, the effort that comes with that is getting low. It's like a burger joint, right? That was really vying to get the customers, and so they really put their foot in the burgers. And then all of a sudden they meteoric rise. And so now it's more quantity over quality, and they have to keep shelling out these burgers, and the quality of it starts to diminish more and more because the demand is higher. And so that's what we're seeing a lot within WWE right now. The quality is diminishing because the quantity is getting bigger. So that's what's happening business wise. Nasir, $4.99 super chat, bro. I have to know you guys' thoughts on that guy asking EO about a match with Taylor Swift at the press conference. I didn't watch the press conference.
I heard about that. I mean, come on, bro. I've gone on and on about those ridiculous press conferences.
What happened? What happened there?
I don't know. Somebody asked EO, exactly what he said about, possibly having a match with, bro. Please.
No, wait a minute. Like as a shoot, like having a match with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
What was the response?
Taylor Swift's going to go wrestle for the WWE in our lifetime. Yeah. Okay.
What was the response to that?
Oh, I don't
probably no sold it. We got Scott Smith, $2 super chat, bro. Vincent Chris, did you see Seb's high heel shoes? I didn't even pay attention to what he had on today.
Scott, you're doing it again, bro. You're cheering for this show, and you were just on my Twitch stream, and you gave me a big bagel, bro. You gave me a goose egg, Scott.
You're donut.
You're doing it again, Scott. You're doing it. I don't understand it, Scott. I was the one that brought you here, Scott.
I think he likes us as a tandem more, man. But maybe I'll come on your show, and that will cause him to super chat for you. We got the Hakata Police. Hakata. What does Hakata mean? Let's see. What does Hakata mean? Let's see. Hakata meaning in Japanese means I don't know. Okay. You let me know what it means. Bones, dice, seeds, or shells. Okay, there we go. Tegan Knox lost, lethargic, indie, slow.
Bro, can I say something about this? And let me Chris, we need disclaimers. We need disclaimers on this show.
Yes, we do.
Okay, I have nothing against Tegan Knox. I think we have way too many people on this show with foreign accents. Okay, and I don't know if that makes me a racist. Okay, there are way too many people on this show with very heavy accents. But here's my problem, Chris. They do a little package before Tegan Knox wrestles Becky. And the emphasis of the package is that Tegan Knox tore her ACL.
Yes.
Oh, I'm supposed to care? Like that because Tegan Knox tore her ACL, that's supposed to make me get behind Tegan Knox. Bro, do you know how many freaking athletes, especially wrestlers, tear their ACLs? Bro, when you're an athlete and you tear your ACL, literally, bro, it's like a regular person cutting a finger. Like it happens all the time. So this is going to be Tegan Knox's story that she tore her ACL and she never quit. And I'm supposed to get behind her for that.
And even more than that, Vince, just like that, after the match was over, and we'll get to it, the match was lousy, really. And then she just gets shrouded by the Natalya and Piper Niven segment. So like she really was in the background of that segment, and it just made her look obsolete, just like that. Hakata is the name of a business district in Fukuoka City. There you go.
Very nice.
There you
Fukuoka. Fukuoka City.
We have Ivar defeating Kofi Kingston. I think that was pretty predictable since Kofi beat him before the first time. Shinsuke Nakamura backstage interview interrupted by Ricochet. So they're still beefing, Vince.
Yeah,
this is the feud that does it.
Yeah, and I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Another major faux pas. I'm going to get into in a minute, bro.
We get Nia Jax versus Raquel Rodriguez. There's no contest because Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler get involved here, Vince.
Yeah. I mean, what do we have first? Ripley attacks both of them. Then Baszler comes in, gets on Jax. Then Baszler winds up laying out Ripley to set up a match for next week.
Yeah. Then we get Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso cutting in-ring interview. Michael Cole instigating. It seems like this tag team championship turn was for the purposes of interconnecting Cody further into the Roman Reigns storyline. Because it seems like, I don't want to see it, but I would not be surprised if we see a Jey Uso turn in a bloodline reunion.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that either at some point.
Yeah. It seems like this is connecting Cody back into the Roman
I just had a laugh when freaking Michael Cole literally said he had goosebumps when these guys won the tag. Michael, if you're getting goosebumps over that, like
it's about time for you to retire.
Yeah, I mean, if Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso winning the tag belts are giving you goosebumps, bro, like it may be time to call it a career.
About time. Yes,
seriously, man.
We have Bronson Reed defeating Ricochet and Chad Gable, #1 for Intercontinental title. You have Shinsuke beating up Ricochet, then they go into commercial, and then nothing of it after break.
Chris, this is the major faux pas that I swear to God, they're doing things out of habit, but then they forgot why they did it. Bro, the entire reason why Nakamura attacked Ricochet on the on the way to the ring, the entire reason, bro, was for Ricochet to go into that match not 100%. So when he loses, he has an out.
Yes.
But meanwhile,
yes,
Ricochet selling nothing.
I
Flip it here, flip it there, bro. He's Ricochet Rabbit. Bing, 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 bing. Meanwhile, the whole point of the business was hurt him.
Yes.
So when he does the job, that's the baby face is out. But bro, not if you don't sell.
Not if you didn't sell. Yeah. And then it goes into commercial, comes back from the break, and it's just walking around mad. Like that was like he's in the ring. He gets attacked in the aisleway.
Right.
And somehow after the break, Shinsuke goes away. He just walks to the ring and he's okay. Just stuff like that to me just doesn't make sense at all.
Drives me crazy, bro.
Why would you not connect the dots there?
It drives me crazy, bro. It drives me crazy.
And I like no one else. Where you at? Drives me crazy. There you go. I can't help myself. Yes, indeed.
I was looking at my notes, bro, because I'm looking at next Becky. Bro, here's another thing they do, Chris. Like, bro, like, I don't know what guys, when I tell you they're phoning it in, I'm going to use this as a perfect example. Then I'm begging somebody to call me a hater. Okay. Chris, how many times do they do this on the show? This is what they did on the next show. Bro, they do this at least 3 to 5 times on the show. You've got Becky Lynch in the back. Okay, so there's a shot of Becky. Then the interviewer walks into the scene. Yes. You guys are going to tell me that's not phoning it in. So, like literally, Becky's standing there and walks the interviewer. They do that 3 times a show. But I had a crack up here, bro, because there's another new wrestler.
Yes.
Zia. Bro, how many women wrestlers are we going to bring on this show that we know absolutely nothing about?
Without any storyline or nothing. Yeah. And Xia Li, she looks fantastic and she has an ability to be a star. They tried a few things with her on SmackDown. She was like this protector gimmick and it just didn't work. And now she just comes in and says, "Hey, where's my shot?" Okay, like what? I didn't know you had one,
man. Hey, Chris, I know you. I know you do very, very, very well for yourself. But I've seen some pictures of the lovely Mrs. Featherstone.
Yes,
looks in tremendous condition.
Yes,
bro. Send her to a Raw. Bro, I'm telling you, they won't even know. Bro, they'll think she's from NXT.
Yes, they would. Yes,
just send her back there, let her roam around, and when she sees Becky and then the interviewer walk in the shot, then let her just walk in and say, "Hey, you
forgot about me. Where's my NXT?"
They'll literally think she's from NXT. Yes. She'll have a shot at Becky next week.
Yes, indeed. She does look like an NXT.
Oh, God, bro.
That is hilarious. We have Cliffside $2 super chat, bro. Is there a difference between a storyline and an angle? That's your call, Vince. It's a good question.
That is a very good question. A storyline and an angle. The angle is probably what comes out of the storyline. So you have a long going storyline and then you will get to the angle. So I would say the angle is really the what's the word I'm looking for? Culmination.
The culmination
of the storyline. So that they kind of go hand in hand, Cliff.
Cool question. All right, we have so Bronson Reed wins the match, and so now you got Bronson Reed against Gunther next week.
I would have definitely wanted him to win over the other two. So because that's an interesting matchup.
It is an interesting matchup. I just don't see anything from it though. I mean, you're building up and you're giving Bronson Reed these reps. I thought the reps were for Seth, but now it seems like the reps were for Gunther. I knew the reps were for some title shot, but it seems like they're just giving him a Gunther shot.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I think Seth and Bronson Reed may have been a better Saudi match than Drew. I know that they want to make it star-studded, but I don't want to. I'm tired of seeing Drew continue to lose these random one-off matches, man. I just don't see much in it.
Yeah.
And then, but now you're building up Bronson to most likely lose to Gunther next week. But what do you do after that? And then does he go back to the drawing board again? What they've already done a few times with him, and you can't afford to do that too many times, because that's usually a sign of like, we're not really using you much anymore, and we're going to like, you're kind of being pushed out. So where do you think Bronson Reed goes from here? Because he'll most likely lose next week.
Chris, I have no idea, because I'm watching something that there's no rhyme or reason to. There's no pattern, there's no thought put into anything. So like, you're asking me, and it's like, I don't know, bro, because usually like when you're watching a show, bro, it's like, come on, you guys, you watch a movie or you watch a television show, the chances are where it's going.
Sure,
and that's part of the interest in continuing to watch the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to see it turn out that way.
Yeah.
With this show, bro, you have no idea where any of it is going, because they don't. So when you ask me something like that, Chris, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, sad indeed. Nasir Alexander,
The big
199
win Sunday night. Very
Niners.
nice.
How about the Niners?
Yeah.
Aren't they undefeated still?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, man. The Niners. Let's see. Niners, let's see what their record is.
4-0, maybe.
4-0. Sounds about right. They beat the Rams, they beat the Giants, they beat the Cards, they beat the Cowboys. Yep, 4-0. 4-0. Meanwhile, Dallas isn't doing too well, man.
Well, I think they're 3-2. 3-2.
3-2. I mean, almost at 500. My boys are. I'm telling you, man. I'm almost there, Vince. I'm almost going away from Tennessee, man. I'm like,
wow, really? Don't go.
Yeah,
you
man.
can't go to. You can't go to the Bengals.
I'm almost there. You know,
The
I'm a Ohio
Bengals?
guy. I'm almost. I know I'm a Ohio
Bro,
guy.
you cannot listen.
Like, just if there's anybody close, it would probably be the Bengals, the Browns. Okay, I'll bring you Joey in a minute. Browns, Bengals. Yeah, Browns or Bengals. I'm a Ohio guy. All right, come on, Joey. Where you at, man? Wake up, Joey. I think I've got something to say to you.
Time out, Joey. Time out, Joey.
I am going to reevaluate doing this show with you if you root for the same team that Sean Sapp roots for. I will not allow that, Chris. I will not. I will condemn
Come on,
that.
man. I'm an Ohio guy.
No,
so
I'm sorry.
I
will
Ohio
have a
over
huge issue with that, bro.
Yeah.
A huge issue.
Ohio over everything for me, man. So
well, then you're gonna be in the same bed as Sean Sapp, and we're gonna have to reevaluate.
I will take that. I will take that in support of my Ohio, being an Ohio guy. I love Ohio. I'm an Ohio boy.
What's wrong with the Browns?
That's what I said. I said either Bengals or Browns.
Go Browns.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Bengals
Jerry Lawler's a Brown fan. You're being good company.
Yeah, they're not. They won't give me. They're not giving me a. Well, this year isn't too bad, but the Browns isn't a good team overall. Typically, year after year, like the Bengals, they went to the Super Bowl, and Joe Burrow has become the highest paid NFL player ever, and Joe Burrow was an Ohio State guy.
Sean Sapp.
I mean, here's the thing: you should put your allegiance to Dr. Chris Featherstone and him being an Ohio guy. I don't think Sapp's an Ohio guy. I don't know. I mean,
I think he is.
I don't know.
I think he is.
I don't know. I have no clue. I think he told me before he's in Kentucky or something like that. But neither here nor there. Either way, my thing is I'm an Ohio guy. I root for Ohio teams. The only reason why I'm a Titans fan is because Eddie George in 1996 was drafted there from Ohio State, and I was following Ohio State football guys. Yes, player. Indeed. Yeah. He's one of my all-time favorite players, and so that's how I became a Tennessee Titans fan. But now I'm like, ugh. So Bengals has the fact that it's from an Ohio, and it's an Ohio team with a quarterback that was an Ohio State guy, although he got drafted and ended up winning the national championship with LSU. So Joe Burrow's a really cool dude, man. He's classy, he's good, and I don't know. That's on my list as far as for now. I think this season I'm gonna stick it out. I think I'm gonna stick it out. Come next season, I'm open for invitations.
You're lucky my Italian horn isn't handy, because I'm telling you, Chris, that's fine. But I am telling you,
you're gonna
be no. The Bengals are already cursed when I found out Sap does a Cincinnati Bengals show. So I lifted it off of Tennessee, because Double J reached out.
Yes.
Now it's on the Bengals because of Sap.
So. You have to lift it off if I become a Bengals fan, man. See, that's why I'm gonna question your allegiance to me or Sap. If I'm a Bengals fan and Sap's a Bengals fan, is it your disdain for Sap trumps your love for me? That's your question. I'm putting you on the hot seat.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible.
You a lot. I love you a lot. A lot, Chris. I love you.
Oh, man.
A lot.
Oh, come on, Vince.
We have
come
to
on,
talk about this off there.
Yeah, we gotta figure this out, man. All right, we got classic J Live 499 super chat, bro. When I heard Bischoff and Sullivan talking about the WCW logo in 2000, and I know you were in WCW at that time, I'm wondering, what was that your creation?
No. That logo was there when I got there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did I say about that logo? That was a you thing?
I have no idea, but it wasn't. I mean, that logo, first of all, bro, I would have nothing to do with creating a logo for any company. But that was definitely there when I got there.
Okay. Now why are I've noticed that about Vince Russo as far as people, it's whenever you're like the red herring of everything.
How would I be creating a logo?
Yeah.
I'm the writer of the show, bro. How in God's name would I be? You think I'd be sitting here, Chris, burn a freaking logo? First of all, I wouldn't. Who am I sending it to? First of all,
things to do today. Write up. Contact Kevin Nash. Write the filthy animals, really, bro, and change the logo.
Really, bro?
Oh man! So
it was definitely there when I got there.
I'm looking at forums right now of stuff, and it says looks like something a bird. It was on an average. It was on on USA Today. It says looks like something a bird left on the hood of my car.
It was not a good logo by any stretch of the imagination.
What do you think about the theme song? Remember the theme song back in the day? So you have the Nitro, and then you had some type of futuristic EDM type of vibe with it. It wasn't too bad though. It wasn't too bad.
I don't know.
What y'all think? SK Nation, what y'all think of the 2000s boom 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 boom? What y'all think about the theme song of the 2000s era of WCW Nitro? So let's see here. We also have Devon 6 199 super chat, bro. Who do you think will actually beat Gunther?
Couldn't.
Who do you think, Vince?
Couldn't tell you, bro. I have no idea.
Who is a viable person right now on the Raw roster? If you had your choice, if Vince McMahon,
LA Knight.
But on the Raw roster, though.
On the Raw. Well,
yeah.
Nobody.
LA Knight's not a bad idea. It's not a bad choice.
Yeah.
But who do you think?
Nobody.
If you were paid to consult for
there's nobody on the Raw roster that is more believable than Gunther right now, so I would not put the belt on somebody else.
Okay. He has to lose it, though, because they're saying, hey, all right, Vince, this is what we're going to do. We have to drop the belt for Gunther because we want him to ascend to the World Heavyweight Championship.
And he gets injured. He gets injured, and he's got to forfeit the belt. And there's a tournament.
And there's a tournament. Okay,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Storyline injury.
Yeah.
Who injures him?
Tegan Knox.
Perfect. Then we get
she wants Gunther to feel what it's like to have a torn ACL.
Yes, twice. Two torn ACLs. Yes, indeed. I want you to feel how it feels to have a torn ACL.
Yes.
So I will do the same to you.
Yes. There you go. That's a great angle.
There you go. Do we have a tournament? And so who wins the tournament?
Oh God.
Who wins the tournament, Vince? Got to pick one person on the Raw roster.
Oh boy. Oh, Chris.
SK Nation, you can help him out too.
Nia Jax. I'm going with Juan. I'm going with Juan, bro. I'm throwing Nia Jax in the ring. Nia Jax.
Nia Jax as the new Intercontinental Champion.
Thank you.
What about someone like a Dominik Mysterio?
Bro, come on.
What do you think? No?
No.
How about Priest?
Well, he's got the briefcase.
Yeah, he can keep it. I mean, he hasn't until what? When did he win it? Money in the Bank, that was July. So he has until next July. So he has 9 months. So he can, he can have an Intercontinental title run and keep that for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
If there's someone who I would want to win the Intercontinental Championship, it would probably be Damian Priest, if anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always throw it on Finn again, but Finn didn't. I mean, he doesn't really do much. Dominic having it would be interesting just because he gets booed so much. Although it is a catchy thing to boo Dominic. Who else is there though?
Nobody's over.
JD McDonagh.
Bro. No one. This is what I'm telling you.
JD McDonagh.
No one's over, and we're getting to that next. Did you, bro? It was ridiculous when you saw the size.
Oh, Bronson Reed. I wouldn't mind him.
Yeah, when you saw the size difference between Drew and McDonagh. Come
on,
man. And then Drew selling for this.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same exact thing.
And here's another. Here's another, bro. So Chris, I'm gonna go back again today. There was a 6-man elimination match on the Attitude Era show, and it was the Nation versus DX. Mm-hmm. So it was like Triple H, Road Dogg, and Billy against like D'Lo, Mark Henry, and I think the Godfather. Okay, I think. Okay, so all the members of DX are out there, X-Pac's out there, Chyna's out there. All the members of the Nation are out there, right? Before the match starts, what happens? Here comes Slaughter. Mm-hmm. If you were not one of the 6, he sent you to the back. Nice. Chyna was sent to the back. Everybody was sent to the back if they weren't in the match. Why in God's name would Dominic be allowed to stand out there rings? Does that make any sense to anybody? Like if Drew turned to the referee and just said, why is he allowed to send him to the, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Yeah, that makes absolutely zero sense for that dude to be allowed out there.
Especially when the referees look at the matches and they see that every single time he's out there, he interferes.
I mean,
So are they so clueless, or do they not watch their own product?
No,
to
they don't
see?
care. They
That,
don't
and that's
care.
that's the thing. It logically doesn't make sense. Like the referees, their own referees don't watch the product enough to know that every single time he's out there, he interferes. But here's the thing: the same referees Judgment Day bouts. Like there's different referees, but referees ref the Judgment Day bouts over and over again. So wouldn't you see, and wouldn't you have already experienced that Dom is probably going to interfere because he interfered the other 2 times I ref Judgment Day matches?
They don't care.
How
bro.
about I just tell him to stay in the back this
They
time?
just don't. They just don't care. Why did we need him out there? Because Drew could not have beat McDonagh clean. Like why was he even out there?
And wasn't this a test for McDonagh?
Yes,
from Damian Priest to see if
yes. So why is he out?
So
there?
no one should be out there. Yeah. And plus, he's
Uh-huh.
not even a member of Judgment Day. So why are any Judgment Day members out there with McDonagh? This is a trial period for him. He's not supposed to have Judgment Day backup yet. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of loose ends here, Vince. To your point, we have the Hakata Police, 499 Triple H tropes, NXT lore, makeshift teams, gimmick matches. That's what Triple H is about, I suppose, according to the Hakata Police, indeed. We have Kevin Motti, 499. Hi, Vince and Dr. Chris. I didn't watch the show, but can you give your favorite John Lennon solo song since today?
Wow, that's great. Yeah, let's do the rest of the show about John Lennon, Kevin. I'm with you 1,000%.
Okay.
I would say, Kevin, I probably got to go with oh my God.
How about Imagine?
Yeah, that's just the obvious choice. That's the obvious choice.
Hey Jude, Jude. Oh, that's more McCartney, right?
Yeah, I would go with he's saying solo career. I would go with Kevin. I like Instant Karma, but I really like Watching the Wheels on his last album. I would probably go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Imagine's the one to me that's transcends times the most.
Yeah.
Let's
83,
go
83. That's unreal, man. Can you imagine John Lennon at 83, man?
Yeah.
Wow.
McCartney's up there too, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's up there.
Yeah. McCartney is 81 years old. Still touring too, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
I think didn't oh gosh. What's his, let me see. My guy Phil Collins. I think he just recently announced that he's going to stop touring.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because of health issues. Yeah. He was doing Studio a few years ago, and he was sitting down the whole time because he has such bad health. So sad to see that. All right, we have Cliff Side, $5. Any thoughts on NXT and AEW competing tomorrow? AEW going commercial free, NXT getting big star cameos, TV deal being up for renewal, motivating this. That's a good question. I think so. When I saw this, I was thinking about something. I was thinking either TV deal being up or with the Endeavor purchase, they're expecting more traction and more promotion and more steam from the NXT brand, because they've got Cena. Like, Cena is supposed to be someone's, like, he's supposed to be in someone's corner, and then you're having Cody there to announce something, and there's another star. There's another one or two people that were big, like star-studded, going to NXT, and then at the end of the promotion, there was a gong. So I'm like, is the Undertaker going to be on NXT? What are we doing here? So it was a gong. So I'm like, okay, they're probably going to have the Undertaker on NXT. Man.
I just want to make this clear to everybody watching the show again. This is not going to mean anything to nobody not watching these shows, bro. Nothing, zero. All the marks can talk about this all they want and get excited about it. People like me, are you kidding me, bro?
I think they're doing all that because they know they're going head to head with Dynamite too. So
I mean, come on, bro. Like,
so is it a matter of Dynamite being on a Tuesday because there's some scheduling conflicts, or is it solely because it's Tony Khan's birthday?
probably that, bro. So everybody could sing happy birthday to him on camera.
Because I know it's his birthday tomorrow, and he mentioned that he's like, I'm so excited Dynamite on my birthday, and like he was super excited about it. So I'm wondering, is he such a mark for himself that he shifted an entire weekly episodic television show?
It's very possible.
A day before his birthday.
Right. And how do you shift it unless you're paying for it? That's what I want.
That's a good point.
That's
a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, let's see stuff like that makes sense. That's a really good point there. Yeah. We got Pete Paccio 199. They can't even get Gable over with a hot chick. Yeah, that's I mean, there was a couple times where he in this mini angle he had with Gunther that the crowd was starting to get hot for him. But you know, what is they've cooled off on Maxine Dupree, man. What would you do with her if you were writing the show?
Bro, I swear to God.
Good looking gal.
Can I tell you something? Seriously.
Yeah.
Can we count how many women were on this show?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. So we get we start off with Valhalla was there with Ivar.
Yes. One.
You have Nia Jax,
Yep.
Raquel Rodriguez,
Yep.
Rhea Ripley,
Yep.
Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
You got Becky Lynch.
Yep.
Tegan Knox.
Yep.
Natalya.
Yep.
Xia Li.
Yep.
Caden Carter.
Yep.
Katana Chance.
Yep.
Piper Niven.
Yep.
Chelsea.
Yep.
And that's it, I think.
No,
you also had Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae.
And what's her name? Who's with the Alpha Academy?
And Maxine Dupree.
Bro, do you know how many girls that was?
How many was it?
16. 16.
Wow.
Bro.
Wow.
16 women in 3 hours.
Wow. And they didn't do anything with.
Wait a minute. You forgot. Did you say Candice LeRae?
Yep.
16 women, bro.
Wow.
Chris, I don't know with her. I mean, we don't need 16 women on this. Bro, you know what? I bet you if we counted, there may have been more women than men on this show.
Wow. That's
and I don't mind, bro, if you're doing something with
I don't mind either.
You're not doing anything with them. Nothing. Nothing, bro.
Do something with them. Like do something. Where's Zoey Stark?
You flew in Evers to Tinker to Chance to do that one vignette, bro.
Yeah, that's something.
Like, really, bro? Seriously? I swear to God, bro, if you are taking me from my home and my family to do that, I'm seriously thinking about quitting the promotion.
Yeah, that's sad. But you know how it is, Vince, man. You know, it's easy. It's easier for you as a writer to say I'm going to quit because plus you got a family. You know, those ladies are either single or have boyfriends and not really in very strongly committed relationships. They want to party, they want to have a good time, and they're making money out the wazoo and won't have another opportunity to do it. So they're like, "Oh, you want me to come fly? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll fly. Yes, absolutely.
God bless him, bro.
A 2-minute segment. Yes, sir. From my house. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
God bless him.
I get to chill in Omaha, Nebraska for a day. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Nice.
Bro, did you see how much bigger Barrett was than Gargano in that?
Yes.
Gargano looked like it was his. He looked like he was his 12-year-old son.
Yeah.
The difference in size was unfathomable. freaking bull. I don't know why they didn't. Why would you do that? Put Michael Cole in that spot.
That's a good point.
Why would you put a guy, a legit professional wrestler, sitting down with him where he looked like a little boy?
Yeah. And you have women interviewers now.
Right.
Like, why don't you just do that?
And that's 17 too. You can count the woman interview. That's 17.
Ooh, yeah, 17. We also have Devon 6 499. I get it about the Titans. I'm a Packers fan, and they've been abysmal for a few weeks. Tough game, Tennessee too. Yes.
But tonight. I mean, they lost tonight.
Yeah. We lost Tennessee. Packers lost to the Raiders tonight. Tennessee lost to what did we lose to? The Colts. We lost to the Colts yesterday, who was not a good team. So, but we smashed the Bengals last week, which was odd.
Yeah, killed them. Yeah.
Yeah. We have Awesome Sauce. We have Pete. Pete is back.
Yes.
But Lily could beat up McDonagh. Too small.
Again, bro. Like I'm gonna say this again. I'm looking at a guy like McDonagh. You couldn't get Bobby Roode over, bro.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get this dude over. Like in what year? What century are we talking about here?
Speaking of that, man, kudos to Bobby Roode. He's an agent now, I believe.
Good for him. I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope
they
so.
Took him off the active roster, and I think he's doing pretty.
That'd be great. Good for him.
Yeah. Well deserved. We got Awesome Sauce, $5. If Raw got canceled for being good television, they should sue for wrongful dismissal. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Oh, thank you. All right, Awesome Sauce. There you go. Mike Dowling is back. I think they're doing, because of the TV rights deals, they're trying to build it up. Yeah, I can see that. I think that's and that's the thing, man. Why are you doing these little Band-Aid, acts to fluff up an NXT number, as if the people who are going to watch it potentially because of those names are going to stay there? Like, what a part of NXT. You've already done this a few times before. What part of NXT are you going to present to the most likely casual audience? Like, you're bringing casual fans to NXT because of these big names, as if they're going to stay watching NXT. That's not going to happen. So unless you have a riveting storyline that's must see for the next week, those casual fans that are going to fluff up the NXT numbers tomorrow, mostly or probably all of them, are going to go away the next week.
Chris, they don't even know what a riveting storyline is. They don't even know, bro. Like, literally, they don't even know. I mean, my God, you even when you look at the bloodline, bro, that was about a Samoan family. That was never a riveting storyline, bro. Like, that was so basic and fundamental. What could they possibly come up with? Wait till you see what they do with Jade Cargill, guys. Wait till you see how this phenomenal athlete is literally, bro, within 3 months, she's going to be just another name on the roster. Within 3 months.
And I hope that that's not the case, but based on what we've seen historically over the past few years, I don't see anything happening different. So unless they just make her champion, like, right out the gate.
And then what? She's going to face Tegan Knox?
She's going to do 50-50 matches. Yeah. She's going to have she'll probably beat EO, because who's the Rhea is the Raw Women's champion. I think that they, even if she comes in and beats Rhea Ripley, which I don't think is a good idea, the baby faces are the ones who oftentimes do a lot of the athleticism. So she can't afford, like, they're bringing her in as a big star. She can't afford, she's so green in the ring, man. She's got a lot of work to do in the ring. And so she can't just be coming in and with the expectations of what WWE, based on, because Tony Khan and AEW he just wanted her for the look. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we'll just slap a title on you, have you win every week. We just want you for the look. But that's not WWE. Like, if you go in there, stink up the place, you're going to hear it, you know. And so she's got some work to do. She's from her interviews, she's determined. She's, you know, look at her. I mean, clearly she's determined to succeed. Look at her. So I think there's a lot of potential there, but that can be totally annihilated if the storyline and the writing isn't good. So it don't matter how big you look. Look at Drew. I mean, like Vince. Look at Drew Look at someone like a Drew McIntyre or Bobby Lashley. They're freaks, man.
Yep.
They look like if you brought Drew McIntyre or Bobby Lashley in, not knowing who they are, they look like stars.
Yep.
But both of them have been booked to look like normal people.
Bro, somebody just reminded us in the chat room. Look at what happened with Ronda Rousey, bro.
Yeah,
you think Jade Cargill is a bigger star than Ronda Rousey? You're nuts. She's not.
She's not.
And look what happened.
Yeah, buried her into the ground, man. I mean, she had, you know, a couple, you know, she has some successful moments, but at the same time, it just seems like with Rousey, man, she was excited to endeavor into wrestling. The fans bought into her at first, especially the match with her and Angle against Triple H and Stephanie. That was a good way to introduce her in. It was at WrestleMania, I believe in New Orleans. And it was working, but man, her mic work, and she just really couldn't.
I think what happened was when she realized the on the road portion of it, she got a really sour taste of the business in her, and once that happened, she was done.
When she left in one of her runs before she came back, when she left, I mean, she had a lot of, you know. Talk about riveting. She had a lot of riveting things to say about the WWE.
And bro, let's face it, she made so much money at UFC. She didn't need to do it.
No,
she's a millionaire.
She's a competitor, so she was in there for the competition.
Right, but there's no competition, bro. It's fake.
Yeah, I think to succeed in another athletic sport. I think it was. So next we have Cedric Martin with 199.
Yeah, you got all the time I was telling you the Walrus was freaking dyeing his hair. And I'm like, bro, like, what are we doing here? So, miraculously in the last month, he's gone completely gray now. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think it got to the point where the dye jobs are a pain, man. Like, he had to do that every single week. Like, you have to think about
bro,
it.
let's face it, he didn't have much he had to dye.
No, but he has a Caesar look, so he still grows his hair. Yeah. Like, his hair still grows, but he just, you know, with Caesar, just don't grow on the top.
Yeah.
But every week you saw the edges. Like, you would see it being dark, and then like on SmackDown, you would see a little gray edges start to come out. And now he's just to the point of like, man, screw it. That's how Bischoff was, man. Like he would dye us every week too. Yeah. And he got to the point where he was just like, look, I'm tired of doing these dye jobs every week, man. Screw it. We'll do the you know, natural look. The same look that people talked about you having. Now people are having again. Like people are having the natural look.
I got to tell you guys out there, seriously, God, I don't know the name of it. If you guys don't like dyeing your hair, bro, there is a shampoo out there, and you use it like regular shampoo, and bro, it darkens your hair. And I wanted to try it out, bro, to see if it worked. And bro, it was making my hair so dark, I stopped using it because like I didn't want to. I don't like being a phony. So I'm just telling you guys, bro, there is a shampoo out there. I'll try to get the name. It freaking works. And all you do is you use it like regular shampoo, bro. You don't have to use any dye.
There's it says gray reverse shampoo bar from Maine.
No. This is a shampoo. Maybe somebody knows it in the chat, but
I'm
I am
looking at it.
telling you
It's
guys,
like
it works.
it says there's a few. It says our science-backed formula stimulates melanocyte cells, which determines color vibrancy in your follicles to return individual hair strands from gray to their original color all over your
It
head and
works,
beard.
bro. My hair was almost completely like brown, and I
Mhm.
stopped using it.
Do you want your hair to be brown, or you cool with the
No,
gray?
I want to go.
Yeah, man. You're 62,
I
man.
feel
Embrace
like
it.
I feel when you try to dye, like it's so phony, man. Well, why? This is who I am in my age.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
hate that stuff, bro.
Yeah. All right. We have another super chat. All right, here we go. Cliffside. Will we ever see Dr. Chris and
Bro,
Vince in
I'm
the
telling
same
you, when
ring?
Raju and Sportskeeda pony up some real money for a WrestleMania, not Monopoly money. If they pony up some real money and want to send me and Dr. Chris out there, I will talk, bro. But
Okay.
they got to pony up.
They do. Phillies for 40. I was considering doing some media for in Tampa for the Royal Rumble, man. If you want to roll with me, so that would
Talk to
be
me, Raju.
Let's do it, man. Sounds good. All right, we talked about Drew McIntyre and JD McDonagh. DIY locker room interview. We talked about that. Attacked by Imperium. Interesting. You get attacked by Imperium, and then after that, a few segments later, you get a Ludwig Kaiser video package. Like, why would they do that? Like if you're trying to repackage Ludwig Kaiser, which I think the video package was really well. I told you I like Kaiser, man. He has the facials, he has the look, he's tall, he's athletic. Like if he was brought in as like a snooty heel, like foreign heel, it could work. But all these 50-50 losses and just consecutive losses all the time, it doesn't really help.
Bro,
man.
can I address Jack Attack?
Go for it.
Vince, if you are a creative genius, why haven't you done a thing creative in over 30 years? Bro, I left TNA in 2012. Is this 2042, Chris? Like, I know I'm not great at math, but I know I left TNA in 2012. So forget about the last 10 years and me doing a podcast and making a very good living the last 10 years. But according to this guy, are we in 2042 and nobody's smarting us up, bro?
I think he's using Steiner math, man.
Very nice.
Yes, indeed. Steiner math. See, the numbers don't lie. And it's been a disaster for you, Samoa Joe. Yeah. Now next we have Lynch and Knox, man. What do you have? What you have?
This was not a good match, bro.
It wasn't, man.
I don't know, bro. They just because there's no storylines, bro. They just got to keep throwing different wrestlers out there.
Man,
that's what's going on. This is just somebody for Becky to have a match with. And I don't know, bro, why is Becky promoting a book that's coming out in March. In October? Serious, it's October, Becky. The book's coming out in March.
Available for any bookstore near you in March, ladies and gentlemen, 6 months from now, or 5 months from now. So I guess she's whetting people's appetites, perhaps. We have closing up with Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes against KO and Sami Zayn. So they win.
Every week, you just pencil in the last 30 minutes of the show as a match. Every single week, bro. They've got the first 30 minutes and the last 30 minutes set, and they just got to fill in the 2 hours in the middle.
Yeah, indeed. All right, Vince.
I did like when Becky said, though, which I thought was pretty funny, because if you noticed during the match, Tegan Knox pulled out one of her extensions. And after the match, when Becky was walking to the back, she did say, "I need better hair," which popped me. I thought that was pretty good.
Very nice, yeah. But didn't she do the whole deal where she got her hair cut? Like last year or something, she was a heel. So she cut her hair, and that was, that gave her an out to not needing extensions anymore. But she has extensions again.
Now she's got extensions. Yeah.
Okay. She couldn't do without them. She couldn't do without them. All right, Vince Russo, let the listeners know about the brand, the fantasy football, Russo's brand, channel attitude. You got so many things going on.
I'm going to make it real simple for you guys. If you go to russosbrand.com, that will send you to everything that I'm doing. We're about 10 years now, bro. We've been doing this. We were at the very beginning of it.
Nice. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, it's awesome, bro. We got a great following. We got very, very loyal people. The good thing about us, Chris, is, we're not looking for jobs. So we're not kissing anybody's backside. Yeah. We're just telling it the way it is. And that's why I said, starting off this show, if you are a wrestling mark, you will love this show. If you are a television viewer, you're going to watch the playoffs. You're going to watch Monday Night Football. You're not going to watch this show. That's it.
Yeah. Be sure to follow all things Vince Russo, of course, at Chris Prolific, as you see underneath my name. Pancakes and Power Slams. I took my first week off of Pancakes and Power Slams in 600 episodes. Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
You need to do that. Bro.
Yeah, I took a week off. Yeah. I mean, there was a couple times where, I've had 3 kids since the entire duration of my Pancakes and Power Slam show. So there were times where I took some time off for child bearing. But I would still have people be a part of the show and fill in for me. But this is the first week off in 600 episodes. I was on a cruise and enjoyed my first cruise, man. So now I'm looking at more cruises because I'm like, man, I want to do more. So I'm looking at different cruise lines now. So
very
I'm nice. Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yeah. So we are back. Thank you, man. People are making doing some awesome comments here. So thank you very much. These, I see. I don't say people's names, man, unless they're paying.
No, bro,
now, look, here's the thing.
I will say his name. Jack Attack is just a complete moron, bro. He's cutting promos on me, but yet it's after 11 o'clock.
Yes, it's 12:19 Eastern. Yes,
12:19, and the dude's sitting here watching.
Yes, absolutely.
And he's cutting it. Very nice, Jack Attack.
But here's the funny thing about this, man. And again, I've told you before, man. I think it's hilarious when people like it. You have to understand my mindset of thinking about stuff as a psychology doctor. It is desperation, Vince. People are desperate to do it. So the more you feed it, the more you'll grow, the more it'll grow. And stuff like that is just, it stinks. You know what I mean? Like it's just, you're just feeding stinkiness.
I just can't imagine having a life where I am watching somebody's YouTube channel at 12:30 at night so I can insult them. I can't imagine what the rest of my day looks like.
You see this as a keyboard, right?
Yeah.
So it's 12:20 Eastern, right?
Right.
So he's looking at us. He's saying, "We know you have 10 degrees. We don't care."
I just can't imagine.
No one cares, man. Stop bragging.
What does the rest of your day look like if you're doing this at 12:30 at night? I can't imagine. Bro.
He's. You have to understand, like. He's on his phone or on a computer, and he's like, "This is the biggest fraud in wrestling history." Like, you have to think about it that way, man. Like that's how desperate people are to get attention, and it's like they don't deserve my attention. You know what I mean? Like it's they don't deserve it. So, but if you pay, I'll put it on the screen. And it's I'll put it on the screen if you pay. So all the people who are saying all the things about Vince Russo and myself, I don't care. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. If you put a super chat behind it, anything you say, even if it's bad, I will put it on the screen. So, because you're paying me to say something bad about me, so it works for me. Cliffside. Zubair.
Yeah.
Y'all doing Legion of Dynamite's reviews. So here's the thing, man. We've been getting a lot of people who have been telling us about the Legion of Dynamite reviews because the first one was critically acclaimed. So here's the thing. We'll consider if the money's right, ladies and gentlemen. We'll consider if the money's right. So y'all keep tagging at was it SK Wrestling on Twitter, SK Wrestling,
That sounds right.
_ I think yes, at SK Wrestling _ so do me a favor, we'll consider this subject if we get at least 1,000 people listen to this show. If we at least get 50 people, all right, to tag at SK Wrestling _ and say we need a Legion of Dynamite reviews with Vince and Dr. Chris or something like that, bring it back or something like that. If we get at least 50, then we'll consider we'll go the next step. All right. That'll graduate to the next step if we get Legion of Dynamite back. So if you do this or on the archives, if we have at least 50 people by next week, all right, by next Monday, then we'll move forward. Okay. We'll see where we go. All right.
Very nice. Very nice.
This guy right here is Vince Russo, the guy who quotes hold on a second. The guy who quotes is the biggest fraud in wrestling history, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. And he kisses backside. This guy right here, according to some degenerate in the chat room. And this right here, this guy right here, and who is has 10 degrees so people don't care and needs to come on. I thought you was going to say something else bad about me. Oh, that's all you got. Oh, that was whack. That was whack. Come on, you could have did something better than that. All right, here we go. So yeah, this guy right here, he didn't even say anything else bad about me, Vince.
No, Jack Attack is still trying, desperately trying. Man, Jack, I swear to God, I honestly don't know if I can go on with the rest of my life because you have zero respect.
Oh man, that's so bad,
bro. That's like a dagger in my heart.
Yeah,
man. Make it through the night knowing that Jack Attack has zero respect.
You're gonna lose sleep, Vince. You're gonna lose sleep. That right there is going to completely affect your sleep.
Oh,
you can't. That's going to affect any sleep. That's going to affect hey nanny nanny.
It's going to affect my marriage. It's going to affect my relationship with my children.
Yes,
my God, bro.
You see the last?
Yes,
that was pretty good.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I would not doubt it, bro.
Very nice. Yeah. All right, this guy right here is Vince Russo, our Dr. Chris. This is the Legion of RAW. Have a good day, everybody.